the womb circle comes alive. The way in which we bring the womb circle to life, or we breathe oxygen or life into the womb circle, is by simply engaging as sisters of all sorts. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Of all sorts of backgrounds, and irrespective of religious affiliation um, or spiritual choice, for lack of a better word. The idea of the womb circle is to bring together sisters in order for us to grow together as, be it daughters, mothers, wives, and granddaughters, and sisters, you know. So the idea is for us to share everything that is very necessary and relevant for us to grow towards the realization of the highest self as the person. They say that in every person there is both the the positive and the negative, like yin and yang, for those who know it in that way. But in as much as the Christians claim this the devil, one does have that element or that aspect of being devilish. It depends on whether or not you harness the negative aspect, or the yeah, negative, for lack of a better word, negative aspect of yourself, and you just decide to, lose focus and what. But if you decide to, you know, try to tap into your higher self or into your higher essence, you try by all means to master yourself, and try by all means to get to a place whereby you are in balance with your inner voice. What you do in your everyday day-to-day life is in balance with your inner voice. So everybody has a different voice. We cannot have one voice. So we're speaking with a different voice, you know internally. So the idea is for us as sisters to um, assist one another in an effort to develop um, rites of passages, for different communities and for different homes. There will be a different kind of a rite of passage or ritual. So there's no set way, and there's no way that something should or should not happen. So the idea of the womb circle come alive is for the sisters to come together, and the sisters to, firstly, when you come together in a womb circle, you do not engage in all these lower energies. So the first rule of the womb circle is to not engage any energy that is not a nourishing energy, any energy that is not a building energy. So if you have any issue with another sister and you want to raise it because you want to raise it, for instance, but don't raise it for the sake of being petty. I'm just making a very fleeting example, because it's got nothing to do with the womb circle, context. But I'm just making an example in general, what kind of drama exists among sisters that delays and stagnates the progress that we're supposed to be in right now. So, and the secondly is to make sure that whatever is shared in the circle stays in the circle. So it's just an idea. The womb circle is an idea whereby we will come together, and virtually or otherwise, I encourage sisters who are together or close by to do this, when they're alone. It's just that at this moment, at this time, I choose to start it off virtually, for sisters to tap into that energy. Because for me, according to me, there is no, the womb is the one organ that connects us to the unknown. So if you want to connect to your higher self as a woman, you can use your brain, you can use your whatever, you can use all these things, but at the simplest, or at the core of everything is your womb, or your seat of creation, where everything starts. That's where everything is. um when we're talking about the menstrual cycle and how to love the womb and how to grow a bond with your womb, then we will know better how this energy actually connects. This um, womb center actually does have a direct contact with the brain, because the hypothalamus, everything happens from the hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland, the so that gland is the one that releases most of the hormones. And so we will deal deeper we'll delve deeper into that as time goes, but no, I'm not touching on that now. The idea is to just explain what the womb circle is for those who don't know, and it's directly pulled from Queen Afua's works. I'm a student of Queen Afua. I love Queen Afua. I am going to push Queen Afua's works with a tint of a bit of Osness, but the idea is for overall womb wellness, universally, and it's just taking it one step at a time. Initially, it was going to be for me and my children, but I decided, you know what, because of my crippling in introversion, I choose to just be alone most of the time. I don't think I'll ever. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about all of these things. Because of the video is getting longer than I anticipated it to be. But I think the overall important thing is for me, the reason why I'm doing this is to engage people, is to engage as many people as possible with trying to understand the level of issues that they have, and how best I could assist or be of assistance, and in the same breath, because I think that I could best practice this when I'm in my late 40s. In the same breath, I'm also learning, so I'm a student of life. I believe I don't know everything, but I know a bit to be able to take it to those that I believe I'm big sisters to. Because everybody needs a big sister. I needed a big sister. I had few big sisters that passed away. My sister Makani, may his soul rest in power, and this is Lulama, may her soul rest in power as well. They were my big sisters. I still have my other big sister, honorable mention, Sister Sheila Lungisa, Nanzala. I love her to bits. So I have my bigger sisters. Oh, and I also have my sister Saida Self. I love my sister too. So I've got big sisters, but so I'm also passing it on to those, because I'm recently growing up. So I'm passing it on to those who need it, so if you have any questions and you have any understanding, and I think I could best set my pace by the understanding of what is needed, by those that I feel would like to know, irrespective of anything, as long as if it's a woman, sisters, women, whatever, however you want to approach it. I am not iffy. I just choose to put out the womb because I am a worshiper of the womb. So any questions that you have, guys, feel free. If you have a question for your partner, if you have a question, feel free, and I will try by all means to work on it. And how I work on anything is I'll go and sit with myself with my own cup of peace, and then my own, yoni mudra, and I'll do what I need to do with my elements around me, and what needs to happen will happen, and I'll come back with an answer. So let's see how this works. Hi and bye.